Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd.
This is Muhammad Ali, and now making the walk, he's looked.
And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver, multiple light heavyweight world champions, including the W.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Todd, all I can say,
all right,
heaven on.
High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. So much firepower here. The jab doesn't quite connect. Both men step back for just a moment. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The straight right just misses. Will say no mas. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Just get your breath back. Good work.
Here we go for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Nice counterpunch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Catch and shoot. He threw a punch and just got countered. A straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Tarver's been rocked. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Expending a lot of energy in this round. How about that tying counter shot? When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You won't.
On to the 4th we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic and you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Defense is not an option for these two. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is with the straight left. Good counter punch. That jab misses. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Time for the 5th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than I could.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that hook. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four,
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. You gotta wonder how big of a factor. On to the 6th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over it.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. They've avoided catastrophe there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need it. Round 7, here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. The build up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose an... And we enter the 8th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They exchange punches. A straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought it was a little bit close.